Hello students, I am Dimple Parikh, your science teacher. Today we will discuss the second part of chapter 1 of class 9th. First part I have already uploaded. If you didn't see, then check playlist of 9th class. So let's start today's class. In today's class we will discuss the characteristics of particles of matter. In last class I have told you about matter, that everything around us that occupies space and have mass, that is called matter. But in this class we will discuss the characteristics of particles of matter. There are basically 4 characteristics of particles of matter we will discuss here. And the first characteristics is particles are continuously moving. Okay, so the first characteristics that particles are continuously moving. You can see in this picture that these are particles of the matter and these are moving continuously. Okay, in this type these all particles can move. Okay, and for the example you can take the example of incense stick. Okay, you have light at your home, that you can smell in this incense stick where you are in the room, but if in any corner you light the incense stick, you can smell easily because the particles of matters are moving continuously. This proves that. Okay, so in this so particles, if they possesses what we call this kinetic energy, why they are moving and which type of energy they have, it means they have kinetic energy. Now the terms come kinetic energy. What is this? What's the kinetic energy have? Look at this picture. A girl have this ball. Okay, and here what happen, this have potential energy here. Okay, this have potential energy because the ball is not moving, so that have potential energy. If she throws the ball, then what happened, that potential energy transferred into the kinetic energy. Okay, now this ball have kinetic energy. So according to this, what is the kinetic energy? Kinetic energy is due to the motion of the object. If any object is in motion, that means it have kinetic energy, and if the any object is not in motion, it means that have potential energy. Okay, you know very well that energy cannot be created nor be destroyed, but it can transfer into other forms. So here potential energy is transforming into kinetic energy. Okay, so every object which is in motion, that have kinetic energy. Got it? After that, the second point is particles of matter have space between them. How can you prove that? So look at this picture. If you dissolve sugar into water solution, here you can see there is sugar present and water. If you dissolve the sugar in water, then what happen, this is the solution we got, and you can see the level of water is same here. The level of water is not increasing. Okay, in previous video maybe by mistake I have told that water is increasing, but no, there is level of water is not increasing. It means where the sugar has gone. This proves that in the particles of water there are some spaces present where the sugar can go and set, so that there is a terms is given, solute, solvent and solution. Okay, what we are dissolving, that is called solute, and in what we are dissolving, that is solvent, and both can make the solution. Got it? So after dissolving, you can see the level is not increasing. It means the spaces, some spaces are present in the particles of matter, which matter, water, so that sugar can get between them. After that, the third character is particles are very small. How small are these particles? We have this also we have discussed in last video, that I have told you that if you take 100 ml of water, if you take 100 ml of water in a beaker and you will dissolve a potassium permanganate, then you will get pink color. After that, from this 100 ml of water, if you will take 10 10 ml of liquid, and you will dissolve this in 90 ml of water, you will also other than you will got pink color. And from this dilute solution, if you will take 10 ml again and you will dissolve in 90 ml of water, again you will get pink color. And from this dilute solution, if you will take 10 ml of water, 10 ml of this liquid, and if you will dissolve in 90 ml of pure water, then again you will get pink color. This experiment shows that just a few crystal of potassium permanganate can color a large volume of water. So we can say that there must be millions of tiny particles in just one crystal of potassium permanganate, which keeps on dividing themselves into smaller and smaller particles. Got it? After that, a terms come here, diffusion. That what is diffusion? Okay, first you see this picture. What is happening? Particles are moving. You can see here also. Particles are moving continuously in all around. That is actually diffusing. And diffusing is done by on its own. We are doing nothing. We cannot do nothing. This is happening on their own. In this experiment also, what happened? If you are dissolving potassium permanganate, if you are dissolving sugar, then what is happening? That is actually diffusion. Okay, what's the diffusion? Is nothing but intermixing of particles of two different types of matter on their own. That is called diffusion. Okay, but I will tell you one thing here, that if you will increase the temperature, if you increase the temperature, then what happened? Suppose that particles are I have already told you that particles are continuously moving in water. Okay, in every matter particles are continuously moving. Then what happened? If you increase temperature, if you give a heat, suppose that you are boiling water and you are increasing temperature, then what will happen? All the particles are moving faster. Then what happen? Their kinetic energy is increasing. If their kinetic energy increasing, means their speed of movement is increasing. Then what which speed is increasing? Diffusion rate. It means their diffusion rate is also increasing. So remind that that increasing temperature is increasing the rate of diffusion. Okay, got it? After that, fourth characteristic is particles of matter attract each other. How can you prove that particles of matter attract each other? You can take the example of nails, a iron nail, that can you break them easily? Try to break the iron nail. Can you break? No. But try to break these chalk piece. Can you break them easily? Yes. Okay. But try to break this tap water. What will happen? Can you break? No. So what is happening here? Why you cannot break these matter? Because there is a attraction force between them. Any attraction force between them, and this force keeps the particle together, and the strength of this force attraction varies from one kind of matter to another. Okay, so these are varies, these are not same. So it means iron nail have strong strength, very strong force of attraction, and in chalk piece there are less strong attraction force, so that you can break them easily. So if you can break anything easily, it means there are less attraction force is present, and if you cannot break them, it means they have strong attraction force. So these are the all characteristics of particles of matter. Okay, we have discussed all the characteristics of particles of matter. After that, in next video we will discuss the states of matter. How many states of matter is present, what are their characteristics, we will discuss it after in other video. Okay, if you have any doubt, then you can ask me, and subscribe this channel for next upcoming science videos. Okay, if you like this video, then like button. Okay, thank you.